Brokerage House, associate broker and realtor, Darin Shaw. Hi, Darin.
Hey, Bart. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing very well, thank you.
Yeah, good to see you again. I saw you at the Emerging Technology in Art Festival.
Yes, you did.
That was pretty cool.
It was awesome. I loved it. I mean, I had a blast. That was a great festival. Jackie and her team outdid themselves. I mean, it was a lot of fun.
So we see the Brokerage House at events like that, the chili cook-off, the cruise nights. You have a tent, you have a presence, and your whole team is usually at these events. That's an important thing that you guys do.
It's very important, and it's a lot of fun. I mean, it's a tremendous amount of fun to produce, essentially, you know, an experience for people and just try to constantly even outdo ourselves, you know, like always trying to bring something new, fun, exciting, and we love it.
And I believe you are the head dancer at the Brokerage House.
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Well, today we're going to talk about downtown because you've got you've got one opportunity and then you have one that you've got a good news story.
Yes, I do. So last time I was here, I told you that Anna's home decor store was on the market, and that closed just this past week. And SOAR Cafe. So if you're not familiar with the SOAR Foundation, they help women who have either been trafficked or suffered sexual abuse. It takes them in, gives them housing, gives support services for them. And now with the SOAR Cafe that will be opening in the former Anna's, it's also going to help with employment opportunity, job skills, training, all sorts of things, you know, to really help these people get back on their feet.
That's awesome.
These women.
Yeah.
Women.
So, because we've had the SOAR organization, and they started, and I think they called themselves SOAR Cafe right from the start, but there's no cafe. Their hope was to have a physical restaurant, cafe.
Absolutely. And you know, I've seen the plans. I don't want to spoil too much because I think Michelle and Mary would be great guests in the future to once they get closer to opening. I know they're anticipating spring, but they at the closing, you know, it was great because you got Anna on one side and Mary and Michelle on the other, and it was just wonderful. And you know, they're asking Anna for her email so that she can send her recipes and, you know, kind of like keep the tradition alive. I mean, Anna is such an icon, and it's only fitting that a cafe that is focused on uplifting women is going into that space. So it's going to be a really, really exciting. And also, you know, as we talk about the expansion of downtown, now there's something north of the railroad tracks, you know, north of Louis Glick, that's going to have great food options. And, you know, I think they're going to do just lunchtime hours, but it's just another feather in the cap of Jackson.
Oh yeah, I agree with you. It was a sad day when Anna's closed after decades, and I know people will be excited that it's going to be a restaurant, a cafe again.
Yeah, great. They're probably primarily going to do breakfast and lunch, I believe, is their focus. But
cool, just like Anna's. That's
yes,
what they
exactly.
do. Yeah.
And retail as well. You know, SOAR, they make like candles and things like that go to fund this wonderful nonprofit. I mean, you can buy those at Manna Marketplace or Marketplace Manna. I always say it wrong, but you know, those are available. They're going to have even more goods and stuff, but it's a wonderful organization. So I'm excited that I got to be a part of it.
Yeah, that's great. I knew that it was in the works. I'm glad it closed. One other opportunity, well, it's still an open opportunity, and it's next door.
Yes. You know, the Dupuy building, 160 West Michigan, Bug Family Jewelers, you know, that is such a cool building. There are currently in downtown, there are 25 retail and commercial spaces available for sale. And this is probably the crown jewel of them all.
There's 25?
There are 25, yep.
Wow.
I mean, that's not just downtown, but throughout Jackson. You know, there's so much opportunity for people who want to bring business here and, you know, make Jackson home and be part of all the cool things that we're doing in downtown and the, you know, surrounding areas. So, but the Dupuy building that continually operated as a jewelry store from 1928 until 2013. And it's beautiful. It has so much potential with the hand-painted ceiling, the hand-carved cases, the apartment, the spirits that maybe come with the apartment, and then some of the other fun history that I know we're going to go into as well.
Yeah, actually, Darin took me through the building the other day, and I had seen it back when it was a jewelry store, but there are a lot of nooks and crannies I'd never seen.
Yes.
It's really very unique, and there's so many potential, but you made a film that we're going to take a look at now.
I did.
Yeah.
So this bee has been in my bonnet for a while because I love to kind of nerd out on history and the history of buildings and anything that might be like a secret or kind of hidden fact about. And so the Dupuis offered me a perfect opportunity to kind of explore this, uncovering some Jackson history. And I think this may lead to another road possibly.
Okay. Well, we'll find out in the future, but right now we'll learn about all the new history that you learned from Greece and Egypt and all over the world with the Dupuis building.
And bootlegging. Hi, I'm Darin Shaw. Welcome to the Dupuis building. Many of you have been here, possibly inside, and purchased jewelry over the long storied history that this building has operated as a jewelry store. And you may have heard the tales that it was used for bootlegging during Prohibition. Well, I'm going to show you one of the secrets of Jackson. So follow me as we take a look behind the scenes at where history was made. So welcome to the secret basement in the Dupuis building. So this is where we believe that all the hooch was made during Prohibition. It's pretty dark and a little scary back there right now, but so we're gonna stay right here. But check this out. So why on earth would anybody put a steel door in a basement that locks from the inside? There must have been something going on. So if you look over here, they had some type of pulley system that they may have used to open the door from the outside. Now, this building has a really large garage on the back half. And I've been in other basements in Jackson where I know tunnels exist, and maybe we'll check some of those out later in a different episode. But this building, with this steel door, I'm sure that when they made their booze, they took it upstairs, loaded it onto trucks under the cloak of darkness, and then bam, it was gone out of here. And the Bugs were able to pay for this building in 1 year in 1928. So join me again for other episodes as we explore the secrets of Jackson.
Oh, so you do have you've already launched your new series.
We shot that in one take. I have to give a shout out to Corey Bauman of the brokerage house, Corey Bauman Photography. She did the camera work and the editing. We threw that together yesterday in like 15 minutes, but I just really enjoy the storytelling aspect of it. And, there's a lot of hidden history here. And it's just exciting to kind of like go through those things. I know I'm starting to make other connections that are going to provide more storylines in the future, but it's just something that I think would be really fun and educational and gives me an even greater appreciation for Jackson. And I talk a lot with my hands. You probably saw that in the beginning of the video, but I'll work on it,
So, and interestingly, you're not from here.
I'm from Hillsdale County,
Yeah.
so Jackson was like the city growing up. You know, when we wanted to see like more than one movie or go to a mall, then you know we drove 45 minutes to Jackson.
So it's always, you know, if you need to buy a house, it's always year round the market. There's something
Absolutely.
happening. We've been hearing about the lack of inventory. Things getting better, staying the same.
Well, I mean, Jackson is highly desirable, so you know there are always more heads than homes, and anything that is priced right, looks good, you know, is presented well, is going to sell immediately. I mean, they don't stick around. We're still seeing bidding wars on top properties. Anybody who's maybe overpriced, they're seeing some slight reductions, but even with a small change in price, it's going to sell. So
All
it's robust.
And if you're interested in the Dupuis building or anything else that Darin is listing, you can contact him at the brokerage house. What's the next community event you guys are going to be at?
Oh gosh, well, Witches Walk, we always like to do that as well. No VIP area, just costumes and cocktails.
Oh, what are you going to, do you have a costume pick?
I do, yeah, of course. I'm gonna use my same costume from last year because I kind of went all out. So you know, I got something that I could.
I don't remember. What was it?
Well, I'm a green witch. I'm, you know, like an earth witch. So
Oh, all right.
yeah, yeah,
Watch for him around Halloween.
yeah.
Thanks for coming in.
Thank you, Bart. It's always a pleasure.
Associate broker realtor at the brokerage house, Darin Shaw.